I firmly believe that listings beget more listings. And listings, of course, bring buyers. I have two closings. One closed for 527, one closed for 914. Those were both your leads. Definitely told people about you. I've told my coach about you, and he's got a client somewhere on the Front Range that might pull the trigger. Yeah, I think what you do works. As I said, I have been, getting seller leads is so hard. It is so elusive. And I've always failed. I spent thousands of dollars with this other company. It was $5,000, actually, 6. And I didn't even I got one appointment that wasn't even a legitimate appointment. The guy had no interest in selling. So I really appreciate what you've been doing. So let's keep doing it. There's definitely value in your stuff.
Hey, how are you, my man?
Hello.
Hey, looking snazzy. How you doing?
Well, thanks. Likewise. We're both in different locations. I'm doing well.
It's good to hear, man. What is this appointment that you have?
Well, I had an appointment earlier today with a seller that you gave me. It was a second appointment. They didn't like the price I gave them, but they liked me and were grateful that I didn't bullshit them and tell them their house was worth more. So I think they just need to ruminate on it. And they said they'll work with me maybe next year, maybe sooner.
Okay, gotcha. Pretty much second conversations to see if things can move even sooner, or?
Well, I think this one might not be for a little while.
Okay, gotcha. Well, still good for the works, like in the long
Yeah.
Well, look, man, I want to touch base with you. You've had a couple of massive wins thus far. How many appraisals thus far have you had?
Closings, you mean?
Yeah, closings.
2 closings from us. I have a third signed listing that wasn't one of your leads, but it was a sign call. So it was somebody across the street from one of your leads that I sold. Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, beautiful. I want to dive into getting some video content from you. And, we want to make sure that the ads are rich and lively and people are getting new stuff every single time. I've seen your stuff on TikTok, man. You're great on camera.
Thanks. I need to keep doing that content. Thank you. I will get some stuff. I was working on a little bit. I didn't love what I had. I had that eye issue. I will work on that stuff tomorrow. I had my calendar free up for tomorrow.
Yeah, brilliant. So what I want you to do, some specific videos that I would like you to make. So I'm just going to create some notes here just so we both have a note of this. 3 of those properties, they're pretty much over the $1 million mark. Is that right?
No, one was 527. One was 914 is what it closed for. And then the third one that I listed was 820, but I'll still take them. I firmly believe that listings beget more listings, and listings, of course, bring buyers.
Yeah. So you said around that 520, 820, and 950. Is that what you said, the averages of those properties?
Well, I have 2 closings. One closed for 527, one closed for 914. Those were both your leads. And then that sign call that I got resulted in a third signed listing that will sell later this summer for 820.
Yeah, decent.
That'll be an easy one too.
Oh yeah, why is that?
It's a townhome. It's in good condition in a great location.
Yeah, nice. So do you like your soccer? Do you play soccer? Have you ever played soccer?
No.
It's what we call an assist. So that one came as an indirect, but obviously.
Yeah, and I have another assist as well. I had somebody that came into an open house on my listing, and then I directed them to another listing of mine that they purchased. And so I was able to get both sides of that deal.
So you're the buyer. Is it the 914 one? Was it?
The 914 one resulted in another $950,000 buy side closing.
Yeah, decent. So you've had 4 or 5 directly from us. Brilliant. Please tell me you're a numbers guy, just like me. You've been tracking the commissions that you've been generating.
Yes.
Okay. And on all those 4 or 5, closings, what's the commissions that you've generated thus far on average?
On average, I would say, the average commission is probably about 17.
So 17 times 5?
Yeah.
So 85K, would that be right?
That's pretty close.
Brilliant. Okay. So diving into what I was wanting to cover earlier, market update type videos, brand awareness videos. These are the 2 types of videos that I need you to create. I'll share with you references, and then other references, do what you do best, just extract from it what you will, and then just create your own, right? And then from that point, we'll then send it to us through WhatsApp or through Slack. And then after we do that, boom, we'll push live to that. And so people will be getting the static images as well as the video content as well. So again, they're not just having the same boring content every single week. And your new properties that you're listing, Help me understand. Are you putting them on your website?
Yeah, they go on my website, neighborsly.com.
Okay, I'm going to extract some of those more recent properties as well and use them to create fresher, kind of content with the static images we have. And so it sounds like you're smashing on your end, man, which I'm very happy with. Any questions for me thus far?
No.
Database. Do you have a database that we can do a database?
Yes.
Okay. So that's another thing, database reactivation. I'm going to reach out to you as well.
The problem is we need to get your leads into my database. I can do that. I did some digging in your CRM, and I can just export it as a CSV file, get it into the database. I do get one thing though. I got a text message earlier today saying that Garrett Hughes has responded to an SMS, and then I click on the link and it takes me into the CRM.
Go to, because that's all it's pretty much saying is head over to your CRM. So go to the app on your mobile. If you have an iPhone, just go to the application.
High Note. Is that the application? High
level. Yeah, that's it. What is the CRM that you're using?
We use a Compass CRM.
Compass, gotcha. Okay, cool. Are you able to send emails and SMS?
So I'm really. Oh, this guy. Wait. Okay, so Garrett Hughes is a guy. So this is a thing I feel like I can do better, or maybe we can do better together. So this is a guy that I set an appointment with him. We had a really good conversation, one of the better conversations I've had with a brand new seller. And I set an appointment with him for next week or in about 10 days. But I noticed that once I start interacting with these sellers, sometimes I'm also interacting with them in ways I don't know about through the CRM or through automated things. And I want to make sure that we're on the same page, right?
Look, okay, so here he is here. So you might want to bring your phone a little bit closer. Let's dive into this. Pete Bellande, which areas are you thinking to move to? And so you're saying that on the 17th, you sent an email. Did you send another email on the 20th or not?
I called him and I set an appointment.
Okay.
And that's it. I haven't been doing anything. So what I'd like to do is once I start interacting with them, then I want to be on my process and not on an automated process, because I feel like that could be confusing to the person.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I'm just trying to see where that order, because on the right-hand side over here, it tells us if they're in any specific message sequence, and it doesn't look like it is. And I'm looking over here. Hi, Garrett. I have a buyer that is interested in buying your home. So that's obviously you. Hi, I'm open to selling. That's him responding. And then on the 17th, Garrett, once you officially decide to...
Can I stop you right there? I don't want to ever say I have a buyer interested in buying your home, because I don't have a buyer interested in buying his home. And I think that can bite people. That can bite me in the ass if he calls me and says, okay, bring me your buyer. Because a lot of times sellers will say, I don't want to pay a listing fee, but if you have a buyer, then let's talk.
Okay.
And then if I don't have a buyer, then I look like a schmuck.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to take note here just to turn off. Do you want to turn it off completely?
So should I just, because we did this with someone else, and then I texted the group and Camila was on it in 5 minutes and said, okay, I'll remove him. Yeah.
Because this is the thing, right? We can keep it on, and then you can just let us know once you intervene.
Okay.
Just turn it off completely. So, there's three routes. Turn it off completely. You let Camilla know, or I just show you how to turn it off, because it does its job, right? It does stimulate conversation.
Yeah. How do I turn it off when I want to turn it off? Not,
Yeah. Okay. Great. So I'll create a video for it as well. Let me just take note. So just in case if you don't remember on this call, create a video on how to turn off the automated message sequence. Okay, so over here, this is the CRM. So obviously you can access that on your mobile as well. So over here on the right-hand side, active campaigns and workflows. There is nothing there at the present moment. And what happens typically, so I'm not sure if this is, if the contrary has happened to you, but when you intervene, it stops. Okay, so it doesn't do anything else when you intervene, right? Or when they reply. So if they don't reply ever, then it keeps going, right? And if they reply, then it stops. So over here on the right hand side, what you need to do, I'll find an example for you and I'll show you how to turn it off, and I'll put it in a video for you.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem, no problem. Anything else you want to cover on that before I move on?
You know what would be nice if these leads, if we had the address. Oh no, never mind. I've got them now. I figured it out. Never mind.
Gotcha. The other thing is with your database with Compass, are you able to send SMSs through there?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
So
Maybe I can. I do email.
yeah, so like one of the best ways to get in contact with someone is obviously through SMS, because not everyone, has notifications turned on or have emails connected to their phone. So what I would invite you to do is I want to be able to make sure you have a database that's very organized, where everyone is sitting in your database, and then we put a database reactivation campaign out, right? And you and I workshop a specific message that's going to be tasteful, that's going to work, that's going to stimulate conversation, and then it goes out to them. And you can do that SMS blast through our CRM. That's something else I'll workshop with you at a later stage, probably just via message. But how does that sound for you?
That sounds great.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. The last thing I want to cover with you on this call is a very quick one. We're moving all of our clients over from WhatsApp to Slack. Have you heard of Slack?
I have heard of Slack.
The reason why we're moving back to Slack is because we're able to have so much more support for our clients on there. Because we're able to jump on what we call huddles. We're able to do light Zoom calls, and there's like an array of other things in terms of moving content around with each other, making that easier. Voice memos are able to be transcribed immediately, so you can quickly have a glance at what's going on. So there's like so many things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, the email that we have on file, Pete, is obviously pbellande@gmail.com. I'm going to send you a guest invitation. If you can just go in your emails and just accept that, download the CRM, Slack on your mobile as well. I'll put this all in a message to you on WhatsApp, so you have proper, steps to go by. But trust you me, that my goal is only to create a seamless experience for you. So you could go over to Slack if it was going to be a bump.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Slack. I've never used it. So I know a lot of brokerages use it too.
It's powerful, man. It's very, very powerful. And Pete, last thing, man, before I jump off, because I want you to be ready for that 4:00 meeting. If you know anyone else that can benefit from our services, maybe someone where you worked previously or, where you are right now that's outside your market area, would love to connect with them, and if they can benefit from our system as well, our services.
Yeah, I've definitely told people about you. I've told my coach about you, and he's got a client somewhere on the Front Range that might pull the trigger. Apparently that person hasn't. So I think what you do works. As I said, I have been, getting seller leads is so hard. It is so elusive, and I've always failed. And I've spent thousands of dollars with this other company. It was $5,000, actually, 6. And I didn't even I got one appointment that wasn't even a legitimate appointment. The guy had no interest in selling. So I really appreciate what you've been doing. So let's keep doing it. There's definitely value in your stuff.
Brilliant, man. Happy that you're happy. Let's keep things moving. Let's bump it up. The next stage is obviously get those videos. After we get those videos, if you're prepared, we can start scaling things up. So in terms of, getting more volume coming through, but that would mean that we would need to train your, executive assistant or personal assistant or virtual assistant, so they can work with you on scaling things up. But we'll take.
So that's something I don't have a virtual or any other kind of assistant. I would be down.
We train them for our clients.
You train virtual assistants. What do they cost?
It varies. It's like, US, it's around about 1,000 a month.
Okay, that's workable because Compass has a program, but the Compass program is like $2,500 a month. And I don't know if I have enough work for $2,500 a month.
That's what I'm saying. We take steps, right? We take steps. So first video up, and then once we get the video up, we turn the production up. Once we turn the production up and we can see that the volume's coming in, boom, we then start training a virtual assistant for you.
Great. Did those Compass agents who called me, I feel like I've had like 3 conversations over the past few months. Did any of them go with you?
One did.
Good.
I do recall. I don't remember if there's any others. I've got to check in, but yeah, I know one for sure. But,
did it work out for that agent? Is that agent having success?
She's still with us. Yeah, she's still with us. She's still.
Great. What I don't understand is why I would imagine that a city is even more successful. Here, we just don't have enough people who live here, who own houses.
Hey, I'll be real with you, man. It all comes down to the individual. It doesn't matter where they are. Like we work with so many people around the globe. It comes down to the individual. And if the individual is a go-getter and they're not just dragging their feet in life, and they just expect everything to be handed to them, then, if they're not like that, then they'll win. But if they are like that, it's going to be troublesome, irrespective if I give them the very best.
Okay.
All right, my man. God bless. I'll speak to you soon.
Sounds good. Take care.
Bye.